So hello everybody. I briefly introduce you to the work package 6, which is also a joint research activity. And the title is a novel and refined methods to measure behavior, health, and body composition. Next slide, can you? Okay, thank you. The work package 6 has 4 objectives. So number 1 is to validate different methods to determine positive and negative emotions and mood, so-called affective states. So the partners will look at the play behavior, tail and ear movements, and so on. And finally, will determine their variability and robustness and how they can be transferred into practice. The second objective is on the development of novel methods and maybe deriving potential proxies to assess gut and metabolic health. The third objective will validate and also develop novel tools and methods to measure the intake, eating and drinking patterns of sow milk and milk replacers in piglets. And the last and fourth objective is on body composition. So the partners will derive predictions for chemical body composition, which is considered the gold standard. And they do that by using non-invasive tools such as computed tomography, DEXA, and so on. And they will also determine the precision and accuracy of these predictions. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so give you a little bit more details. Task 6.1, the task leader is Lene Pedersen from Aarhus, and they will integrate behavior and associated physiological trails to assess positive and negative affective states in piglets. This is in response to weaning, social encounters, and also enrichment of the environment. There will be a workshop which will be organized by our Swedish colleagues, and the workshop is about demonstrating and sharing methodologies to develop common gold standard methods to measure affective states. And there will be several outcomes of the task. There will be guidelines for the different methods to apply. There will be SOP together with the work package 2 to collect saliva and measure saliva cortisol. And finally, there will also be a review manuscript and on the comparative SWOT analysis, and the lead will be by the SLU. Next slide, please. So the task 6.2 is on the development of novel methods and potential proxies to assess gut and metabolic health. And it will be led by myself. So we will compare different methods to assess the functioning and the gut and the health of the gut and also of metabolism. There will be 3 experiments in pig models performed to identify potential proxies of gut health. There will also be a workshop organized by ILVO, where we will share the methodologies and also identify the best indicators and proxies for the gut and metabolic health. There will be, of course, also a technical report, and we will give a couple of reports on those novel proxies for gut and metabolic health, and also on new indicators in blood and colostrum to predict health and survival in piglets. The third task, next slide, please, will be the development and validation of automated research tools to monitor milk intake and eating behavior in group housed piglets. that will be led by Isabelle Luron from INRA and my colleague Harald Hammond at FBN. And so we will have two main subtasks. The one is to develop a new automated prototype to provide individual suckling piglets with milk replacers. That will be done with our SME partner, FTB. And the second part will be to compare the already available automated research tools monitoring individual sow milk and milk replacer intake for piglets in the farrowing pan. Also for task 3, there will be a workshop organized by FBN, and we will then demonstrate the new prototype for supplementing individual piglets with milk replacers, and also the measurement of the intake of the piglets. And the outcome will be a technical report on the tools and the methodologies. And finally, next slide, please. The last and fourth task will be centered on body composition using non-invasive methods, and that will be led by Claudia Kasper from Agroscope. And there will be a data comparison on the robustness, validity, and variability of several non-invasive methods measuring body composition in live pigs. And there will be an experiment performed at Agroscope with 4 different diets. And the partners will share the instruments, and there will be a database organized and a joint meta-analysis performed on the body composition and image data to derive predictions for body composition. There will also be SOP on body composition using non-invasive image analysis, and a workshop. Can you go to number 4, please? Task 6.4. Yeah, thank you. In a workshop which will hopefully take place in Hungary, where we can discuss the results of the prediction equations, and IRTA will also be responsible for writing a manuscript on the combined evaluation of non-invasive methods and prediction equations. Okay, that's it from work package 6.